All right, so we've got Craig and his kit. Nice, compact unit. And we're here demonstrating for Simmone, who's doing construction cleans, and we're talking through the process for construction cleans first cleans.
So it's light.
She's got a 10-person all-girl team.
You can see all I've done. Covered the framework.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, at this stage, I like to run the water ahead of the brush.
Yep.
Just to loosen up that grime that's there. Get rid of the gravelly stuff. And then just rinse across the top. I work the other way is up and then come down and does the same thing. So you're going up, you're pre-wet, you've agitated, and then you rinse on the way down.
Right.
On a normal plane.
Right.
Yeah, and then multiple times if you've got like first cleans.
Yep.
And then switch out to window weapon if you've got stuff that's not coming off the glass.
Yeah.
So I'm covering the frames, get rid of the crap on the frame.
Yeah. No letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, saw that.
So you can see that this is the way the water's coming down.
Oh, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You'll see this one here. We did have a sticker here. You can see the water sitting differently there.
Yeah.
So that tells me there was something.
Yeah, there was a sticker there. Yeah.
I've got a few choices what I can do with that. See, with mop and squeegee, you wouldn't know that.
No.
And in today's light, the inside that'll look good. But tomorrow when the sun hits it, it's going to look different. It's not going to look right. And that's where this has got a lot of advantages on these cleans. It will show you what you can't see today because the water will behave differently. So that's where we put a weapon pad on. I'd probably go, I mean the melamine would be perfect on there because we know it's not a grit that's on there, it's a residue from something.
Yeah.
Most likely silicon or WD-40 or something like that, so the melamine would take that off quite easily. But yeah, first thing is just get rid of any abrasives that could be on there. So now that's done,
Sorry, Tammy.
It doesn't come off in the first wipe. We'll be able to show you how the water runs over that.
Paint's there, but when the water slows down, you'll see it veeing around it.
Wow.
The water will come down.
Yep.
Well, here we know there's obviously something here.
Yep.
Because the water's hit it and veed around it.
Yeah, it's not coming straight down.
It's not a straight flow. Throw this one up as well.
Not a bad little setup though, is it? Oh, so it's just a barcode.
So this is the window weapon. So this is your pad-based blocks. So different pads for different situations, and you'll work out what works.
Exactly like you have for the business you do now.
Yeah.
Right? You know what works, and you'll try something else. And right? This is all about stuff that won't come off with water. Because if you just bought a water-fed pole, then this is the best you can do.
Yeah,
what you've seen right now.
Well, that's what other companies are
That's
trying
all.
to sell me.
That's what they want to sell you.
Yeah.
They're not
selling me this weapon.
Yeah, they're not.
The pole just gets the tool there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you've got a floppy tool,
Yeah.
oh, you're going to know about it.
Yeah.
Very quickly. Like I said, when Craig was on the phone, there's a cost to everything.
Yeah.
You cheap out on here.
Yeah.
You're making it up here.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that, and I've done that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all done that.
Perfect, but you're going to get it pretty close to it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get it better than if I was up there on the ladder doing it myself.
Yeah, and better than a mop.
Yeah.
You know, because melamine's got its own, qualities of cleaning. You know.
Yeah.
Takes a bit of getting used to, huh?
And then this is probably this hand's too high
Yeah.
because you're limiting your. You don't have to grab the bottom of the pole, but you don't want to. You don't want to extend your arms so far apart that you haven't got a natural stance.
Well,
yeah.
Your bottom arm.
And you look like a warrior. I'll tell you what we do. but one day, and you can't do it, and then one day you can.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't know what you did differently.
It's
You think you're
just
doing the
getting
same.
feel of it
And keep it moving. Remember, like when you ride a bike slowly, it's hard to control.
Yeah.
And when you ride a bike quickly, it's
Right.
easier. So the same with this. You keep this moving, and you're fine.
Tammy, do you want to have a go?
That's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
a bit
good on
harder
you.
probably a bit harder with that pad because it's
Yeah, it's gripping. So we'll
Right on the
we'll
outside.
switch out, and you'll feel the difference. Yeah.
I'll just lower it. I think I'll just sit it
Yeah.
up a bit better for you. So just lower your right arm down. Let your right arm hang. So let your right arm
getting
hang
taller and
straight
taller,
down.
shorter.
Right arm down. That grip, you're gonna
Yeah, yeah.
work your muscles too
Oh,
hard.
yourself, yeah.
Just like you can see, you can't squeeze. I'm just using
Yeah,
my
it's
fingers.
just moving up and down.
All I'm doing is assisting it.
Yep.
As soon as I put in my legs,
Yeah.
it's so much easier. It's
Wow.
my hand to assist the direction. So I'll turn my wrist to
Yep.
give it the top.
So your tendency is to try and use your wrists and your elbows and your bicep only, right?
Yeah.
And the real way is to use your whole body,
Yeah.
right? So you've got a lot of momentum, a lot of mass, you know.
This is the complete wrong
Good
way.
exercise.
Yeah. You get nice shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
The pole will go. You don't have to force it.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
try and force
Just
it.
like
and
the guiding it.
I mean, you knocked it and it hurts to go. So you just let it go and keep a lot of people try to use the poles like this.
Yeah.
The elbow, well, not next to
Yeah.
the track.
Yeah.
Straight away, it's the load.
Yeah.
You know, you keep your arm in by your side. Everything.
Because you think of
Yeah.
marching, your arm will naturally, it'll do that all day long, right?
Yeah.
It'll swing
Right
on,
up
swing on the
now.
elbow.
That's a lot easier to control that
Yeah.
rush.
Shoulder.
It hasn't got as much grip on it.
Can you feel that
Keep your
difference?
elbow straight.
Huh?
Keep your elbow straight.
Oh.
Yep. And just rock on
No,
your
that.
legs.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you were to add,
That stick is a
Never-
wood.
never tried this, but if you were to add that to say fiberglass, now your pole's going like that, try and do it.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So, you know, you cheap out on your pole.
And you can't control
a
it.
good tool. It doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah, right.
And your body's fighting the pole, whipping around and moving around. And that's exhausting because you're trying to steady that. You
I'm
don't
doing it
have
wrong, I know
control.
I am, but.
No, but
Oh,
that,
yeah,
it's
we're not
working.
gonna
It's
get
it's
it right
clean.
the first time.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Like it's going to take.
Did we get
like
that?
cleaning it
Did
up
we
and-
get that
I'm trying to
sticker
get
off?
that sticker off.
Well, the one up the top looks pretty good now.
Yeah.
Down
Look
the
at that.
bottom,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just normal brush. I'd put
Yeah.
a different pad on the weapon.
Yeah. To take that
But
off.
that center is rinsing properly now, right?
Beautiful. It might seem like it's taking forever,
Oh, but
but at the end
traditional.
of the day,
Yeah.
up
So
and
what's
down ladders,
safer?
I think
Correct.
it's ladders and stuff.
You want another crack?
Well, Tammy said to me.
Well, let's
she
have a
goes,
go at this window with this
Yeah.
little sticker here too, because
I
that's
just- I
that's
just
kind of like the
pick
ultimate
it up
proof,
and
right?
moved it across.
Nice, normal, what we call the all-rounder brush. So you'll feel how much easier it is to
That's the most common.
and do most of your work up and down. Yeah. This
Oh,
is
so
Using your
just
legs.
yeah.
go-
You don't want to try and clean like a squeegee.
Oh,
Like
so like this.
yeah,
That's it.
and then
Beautiful.
get your don't use your elbow, use your shoulder.
Shot like.
So you can
He's
feel
done the
this.
exact same thing.
Yeah,
Your,
lock
use
that
your
and
legs.
swing from here.
Oh.
What, you better
No,
know?
no,
Yeah.
from
Like
here.
you're throwing the kids' toys
From-
down the hall.
no.
You know?
Keep your arms straight from there. Feel that? That's your shoulder moving.
Oh, so have it down.
No,
Yeah.
well,
No?
a little
Yeah,
bit, but just
let it
run
hang.
from here. Don't.
Let it hang.
That's
That's
better.
it.
Feel that?
Oh.
Now you look like a natural.
Right.
And you can turn this hand over. Yeah, and you can then, if you want to push down on the pole, you can as
Yeah,
well.
I'll keep my hand there and I'll just move my hands to guide the pole
Yeah.
where I need.
So this bit of texture mark.
That's on the inside.
Oh, that's the inside.
Bottom left,
Great.
you've got a sticker. Just keep rubbing that. 'cause you get
Yeah, that's coming off
Oh,
actually.
is it?
That's just with the bristles. Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
That's actually the brush that I really use.
Yeah, that's coming
I
off.
think that is an upstroke.
This is great because the stickers is our. That's the thing we're struggling with other stickers,
Yeah.
especially up high.
on the grass too.
Yeah.
Well, we want to get away from using
Yeah.
blades. How's that go? Is it coming off?
It's off.
That's great.
I mean, the brushes are fantastic too. So, to say the rigidity of the pole, the control you can get, I can squeegee full extension with that up and fan it all the way down perfect. First time. You can't do that with a fiberglass pole or, a cheap
Or aluminium
pole.
pole or hybrid poles or
And is that what other people are trying to sell me?
they'll feel your fear of payment and they'll lower the price until they get to your threshold instead of staying like we stay and say stay with it, get the professional kit because it's going to last you for 5 years and you're going to be able to clean any window.
Yeah.
So it's just two different sales techniques. One is just get the sale, don't let
Yeah.
it go anywhere else.
Yeah.
So then they'll just keep dropping and say, I can do it for $1,000. I can do, oh, okay. And then you keep thinking you're going to be able to clean windows and you can't.
You can't.
And
yeah.
we talk to people all the time who have got a pole and they don't use it anymore, because they can't control it. They can't get this result, so then they start
This
getting...
is great.
That's pretty good. That's just a brush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not attached. That's not the weapon.
And that's gone, isn't it? That's,
I think that's too gone.
that is wonderful. My arms, I'm a massive gym junkie. My arms feel great.
Give junkie break your abs. You'll find you break your abs, everything's so much
Yeah.
easier in glass. You get a great ab workout too.
Yeah.
And I remember one of my mates, he was so frustrated because he kept getting dirty water spotting on the windows afterwards. And I said, you're wetting the top sill. He said, how do I do it? I said, I've shown you how to do it, but I don't know how to make the penny drop. When the penny drops, ring me. He rang me one day and he said, I got it. I said, what did you change? Nothing. The penny dropped. We don't know what it is, but that's probably the hardest thing to learn. So getting the brush over the window, that's easy.
Yeah.
But getting the top, this brush makes that possible that you can, you can clean that window, you can get right into that corner,
Yeah.
but I have to wet that top sill.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, what he was doing was finding he's wet that top.
You
know,
see that
that's
running
still
down?
dirty,
Yeah.
Down.
That's going to keep dripping down the grass.
Yeah, that's right.
So do that again.
So I can get right up in those corners without wetting the top.
Yeah.
But as soon as you wet that top, if that's still dirty, that's what's going to drip down. So that's why on like the first clean, you'll scrub that
You'll
top
actually
frame.
clean the frames as part of it.
Yeah.
Like if you do it regularly, you don't always have to clean the frames,
Yeah.
but in the first time you clean it and then let that run off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
And then when you go back
to a set,
again, you can do all that and then just come back and do the glass just once up and down.
you come back.
Especially with your construction cleans, because you will, all of it's going to be two-step anyway, right? You're going to do once to get everything off,
Yeah.
and then
that's
come
right.
back and look at what you have to focus on. Are you going
Yeah.
to get it off with bristles? Are you going to get it off with a window weapon?
So that technically is done. We've covered the frame,
Right.
and then I've rinsed the top. Up, down is rinsing it. Down is rinsing it. That's finished.
So when it comes to
Pretty much.
squeeging and wipe the...
No, you don't.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
It's
It's finished.
finished.
Let it
Dry
in,
streak
because
free.
he's got
does it?
spot-free water in the. We've
Oh,
demineralized
yeah.
the water.
Yeah. So the water coming out here won't leave any spots behind once it's dry.
Oh, right.
The brush is what's agitating the glass, moving the contaminants of the glass. The water is just what leaves it. That's the carrier
Yeah.
agent for the soiling, and it's what leaves it clean at the end. Too lazy to climb the ladder because this is too easy to put up and down, and
And when we had,
gonna fall
with
off
our
this.
business, if we, above the staircase, if they put a window there and you can't get to it, right, then we used to say just put like a blind over it and it should never be a window. It's a
Right.
skylight,
Yeah.
right, and tell the builder to put a blind over it and say nobody can ever clean that safely. Like
Yeah.
you putting a ladder in the staircase is dangerous, putting a ladder on the outside and climbing on a roof is dangerous. They always put it over the garage or something like that,
Yeah, that's right.
So you just say, like, give them mum advice, right?
Yeah.
And say,
Yeah, I will.
outside, you can always get to the outside.
Yeah.
It might mean you've got to put an angle on here and then an extension to reach up and over something
Like this.
like
Yes,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking, how are you going to...
Yeah, well, this I know. I could
This
stand
this
up
we
the fence like
can
that.
because the fence
Oh,
line's there, but
right.
if the fence line was closer or they put some
Yeah, you can
landscaping
have
in there, then we give
Yeah.
you the angle,
Yeah.
like, and you can you can take the number one section out of the pole
So this,
and you can use it. You basically put an angle into here, right, and then you put this into there, and then
to the
Ah,
end.
yes.
and then you can reach over.
Yeah.
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 I got this pole. I got the 3 extensions. I've got a bigger pole. that'll also take 3. I can always go to the other side of the road, reach across, worst case.
And you work on big properties, so there's usually
Yeah.
landscape there. When you start working on these cookie cutter places, then there's less
Yeah, you've
room
got
to
less
move in
room.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't have the fence there and those blocks there, it would have been easy. You could have taken bigger steps
Yeah.
and more confidently
Yeah.
done full
Yeah.
strokes
Yeah.
on that window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because they're there, we're mindful that we can only come so far back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it's nothing to move your legs. Your legs carry you around all day long.
Oh yeah,
They
I'm
don't-
all
they
about
don't mind-
exercise.
They don't
Yeah.
mind doing that bit more.
Nah.
Your arms tire quickly. Your back tires quickly.
Yeah.
Use your legs. You know,
Yep.
let them do the bulk of it, and your arms to just guide. So your legs are moving this, your arms are guiding this.
Yeah.
Is I guess how I think of it. But
Yeah, I'm really excited.
And that's that point. It's the top and the bottom which slow you down. So, you know, the
Yeah.
bigger, it doesn't make any difference, a big window or a small window.
Yeah.
Like we always
Right.
quoted big windows and small windows the same price because that's the frame which is slowing me down, not the size of the glass.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
the quicker
true.
the clean.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You just do it the right way. You find what works for you. But we know this works.
Oh,
It's simple.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It's just going to take practice. Like, look at that window.
It's practice, you know.